beautiful. It was hot in the park today. We're over in Cyprus in a little pocket park called East Commons. And it's a little gravel one with a couple of hills, and the sun was out, and it's 80 degrees, and I'm hot. So, pardon the red face. But it is August 22nd, and our title is I Partake of the Divine Bounty. At first I thought it said beauty. It is a beautiful park. Okay, so I partake of the divine bounty. Today you are to identify yourself with the more abundant life, to think of those things that make for peace, to dwell on the unity that underlies everything. As you consciously poise yourself in the realization that you live in pure spirit, a new power will be born within you. You will find yourself renewed by the divine life, led by the divine intelligence, and guarded by divine love. Focus your inward vision on this indwelling harmony, knowing that as you contemplate its perfection, you will see it manifest in everything you do. Say, realizing that the spirit within me is God, the living Spirit Almighty, being fully conscious of this divine presence as the sustaining principle of my life. I open my thoughts to its influx. I open my consciousness to its outpouring. I know and understand that good alone is real. I know that silently I am drawing into my experience today and every day an ever-increasing measure of truth and beauty, of goodness and harmony. Everything I do, say, and think is quickened into right action, into productive action, into increased action. My invisible good already exists. My faith, drawing upon this invisible good, causes that which is unseen to become visible. All there is mine now. All there ever was or can be is mine now. Okay. I'm working in a really short space here. All right. So, today you are to identify yourself with the more abundant life, which begs the question, what life are you identifying yourself with? And if you are not identifying yourself with that abundant life, why not? And that is a question that you want to ask yourself, because it will get it to the core beliefs of what you believe about this world, this life, your existence. To think about those things that make for peace. Okay, so I guess the question there would be, what do you need for peace? Let's not worry about the world right now. Let's worry about you. What do you need for peace? Do you need regular contact with people? Do you need alone time? Do you need more sleep? Do you need to change your diet? Do you need to take some time and watch some funny movies, or go, watch a comedian? What do you need to stimulate that feeling of peace within yourself? Good music, good food. All right. To dwell on the unity that underlies everything. And that's one of the places we definitely can go for peace. If we put ourselves into that unity, to realize that we're never alone, that we are part of something bigger, that we are a divine splinter of an amazing, indescribable, bigger whole. Okay, so as you consciously poise yourself in the realization that you live in pure spirit. Okay. Say that to yourself again. As you consciously poise yourself. So you are consciously setting yourself in that place where you realize that you live in pure spirit. You are pure spirit walking around in a material body. And when you consciously know that, a new power will be born within you. What power is that? That is the power of spirit. That is the power of love. That is the power of gratitude. That is the power of amazing, awesome, all of those words. That is the power that is the power of spirit being realized within you. It was always within you. You are just realizing it, consciously realizing who you are, and what you have. You will find yourself renewed by the divine life, because you will recognize that that is your life, led by the divine intelligence, because you will recognize and realize consciously that you have all of the intelligence that you need. And you will be guided by divine love. I mean, you cannot ask for any better guardian than divine love. Because when you make a choice in divine love, you will always make the right choice. Focus your inward vision on this indwelling harmony, that place that nothing has ever been wrong, knowing that you contemplate its perfection, knowing that as you contemplate its perfection, you will see it manifest in everything you do. Basically, when you think about it, you see it. So if you want to see yellow elephants, think about yellow elephants, you will see yellow elephants. So contemplate that perfection, see that perfection, and then you will see it in everything that you do. And you will begin to see it in everything that everybody else does too. All right, so in the treatment, say, realizing that the spirit within me is God. I mean, that's the first big step. Okay, the spirit, that soul that I call mine, is God. That's my part of God. The living Spirit Almighty, being fully conscious of this divine presence as the sustaining principle of my life. That bears repeating. I am being fully conscious of this divine presence as the sustaining principle of my life. I open my thoughts to its influx. I open my consciousness to its outpouring. I know and understand that good alone is real. That's a hard one, and I understand that, but it takes practice. It's one of the reasons why practitioners are called practitioners, because we are constantly practicing. We are practicing our craft, and we are practicing that unity of divine, that willingness to ask for that influx and that outpouring of the divine. And when we make mistakes, because we're human, we go back and we practice some more. As Jesse said recently, practice doesn't necessarily make perfect. It will, but it makes permanent. So practice opening your thoughts to that divine spirit, to that divine intelligence. Practice opening your heart to that divine love. And you will make it a habit that you will go back to instead of some of your other less healthy reactions. I know that silently I am drawing into my experience today and every day an ever-increasing measure of truth. Okay, sorry, I got lost. I know that silently I am drawing into my experience today and every day an ever-increasing measure of truth and beauty, of goodness and harmony. Everything I do, say, and think is quickened into right action, into productive action, into increased action. you are allowed to rest. So as you're doing this and you're thinking right action, productive action, increased action, you are allowed to rest. But when you use this divine, then your action will be more productive, it will be right, and it will be increased, so you don't have to do as much of it. My invisible good already exists. My faith is drawing this invisible good, drawing upon this invisible good, causes that which is unseen to become visible. That's called manifestation. All there is mine now. All there ever was or can be is mine now. And when he says that, he's not claiming the whole world. We're not claiming the whole world, but we are claiming that which is ours. And if God wants us to be happy, which God does, then there's nothing we can't have. Okay, so our mission, should we choose to accept it today, is to identify ourselves with a more abundant life. Think about it. What does an abundant life mean to you? What does peace mean to you? What do you need to find that peace so that you can believe in that abundant life? All right. The air conditioning is really nice in my car, thankfully. I'm going to encourage you to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself. Open the windows to your soul. Allow that breath of heaven to come in so that you can realize that you are in heaven now. Because heaven is a consciousness, not a place. That means that any place that you are can be heaven. And know that you are the beloved child of God in whom Spirit is well pleased, always and forever. Spirit has never been unhappy with you. And because we are looking at 2 hurricanes, possible, coming this way, take the preparations that you need to make sure that you stay safe. And feel free to take a moment to pray them. Not to go somewhere else, but just to reduce in their strength so that they bring us a little bit of wind, enough rain, and no damage. All right. I'm going to get on with the process of my day, which is I'm going to go get a haircut. And I am going to tell you that Reverend David will be on sometime around 5 p.m. today. I will be back at 9 a.m. And because it is Saturday, just, that means that tomorrow at 11 a.m. we will have the live stream right here on Facebook for you. All right, beloveds. Have a wonderful day. Do what you need to do. Engage your mind and body. Or, if you need to, rest. Have a wonderful day.